The city's visioning plan was developed and implemented to create a vibrant, inclusive, and diverse community. With this in mind, we are embarking on a diversity, equity, and inclusion journey. Through this journey, we will be developing a strategic DE&I plan. With us today, we have a DE&I expert who's going to help us guide us through this journey, Darlene King. Darlene, can you share with us what this means for the organization and the community?
Absolutely, Kate. Thank you so much. So there are many components to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, including an educational component for employees at all levels of the organization. The work of diversity, equity, and inclusion is one that is going to give individuals the opportunity to appreciate the uniqueness and the differences that we all have, and to embrace it in order to have a better servicing to the community of the city of Sterling Heights. This work is going to help shift the organization's culture so that everyone within the city, as well as employees and the community at large, will be able to embrace the uniqueness of one another.
Through this journey, we have a dedicated DE&I Employee Council. Our DE&I Employee Council is made up of employees within the organization who represent various diversity dimensions. Now let's hear from some of those council members.
DEI means being exposed to various backgrounds, opinions, and cultures.
I think it's important to me because it's showing that the city is making strides towards making sure everybody here feels comfortable.
The city is concerned about its employees and wants to make sure that people here are thriving.
I think if we understand each other a little bit better, everything would run a little bit more smooth.
My name is Nick Holly, and I'm a member of the DEI Employee Council.
I'm Tracy Davis. I am a member of the DE&I Employee Council.
我叫林晶，我是 DEI 雇员委员会的成员之一。
Shimi Lamar Kashat, anak palkan imid Sterling Heights Police Department, wana iwan imid Jama'a DEI Council. So when I was asked to be part of this group, my initial assessment was that we were going to see how we can tackle some of the hiring practices in an attempt to recruit more minority officers and personnel within the city. And whether it be the police department, the fire department, what it turned out to be, and what I was very grateful for, we were able to see the bigger picture to not only address some of these recruitment and retainment issues, but we were able to see what else can we do to continue to move the city forward.
And then also being able to have an open conversation with all people from all different backgrounds, and then also recognizing their unique opinions, and then their strengths, and then their attributes.
I've actually learned a lot. I thought I was pretty versed on the topic. Equality and equity is different, and I never even knew that. I thought if something was equal, everybody had things that were equal, but for somebody that's in a wheelchair that is given a ticket to a seat behind a fence that can't stand up and see the game, like even though they both got a ticket to that game, the person in the wheelchair is not going to see that game. So equity would mean that we make a seat that someone in a wheelchair, a ramp that someone in a wheelchair can see the same game. So you make things so that everybody has the same opportunity. And that was really impressive upon me because I didn't really know that before.
It makes a person feel good when they come into a community center and they see people of their same demographic. Like, I know for sure growing up here and stuff like that, you can walk into a lot of businesses and it may be kind of hard going into a workplace and not seeing people from the same background of you, ethnicity, or different things like that. So just seeing that there are people who look like you, per se, makes you feel a lot more comfortable in the business and whatever you have to conduct.
Having employees with diverse backgrounds, it brings in different perspective when you're dealing with day-to-day work. And that will definitely lead to creativity and innovations.
I feel like it's important to me, being a female as a firefighter in a male-dominated employment. I've been doing this for 24 years now, and I want to make sure that I leave this place better for females that want to become firefighters behind me. I don't want them to have the same struggles that I might or might not have had. So I think it's important. I mean, diversity means everybody's giving opinions and you're well-rounded because you're seeing things from all different aspects. So I feel like I have an important aspect to present to just make things a little bit more equal for everybody. I mean, firefighting is a job that is physical, and if you can do the job and you can handle the physicality with it, everybody should have the opportunity to do it.
For me, I think that it's very important that the department or personnel that work for the city are reflective of the community members that they serve. And ever since I started here, the city of Sterling Heights has always been proactive in recruiting officers or department members to be reflective of those community members. Being Chaldean myself, I thought it'd be important that not only through our recruitment efforts that we do retain those officers that have come to our agency that are from the community, but we also seek out individuals from the community to come work for the Sterling Heights Police Department.
As you can see, engineering is a very diverse department already, and I'm very proud to be part of it. And I think in all of us working as a team really actually help promote productivity and creativity and innovation, because all of us, we have all different backgrounds, and then with all of us working together, it just bombed.
I don't have to hide in the shadows or kind of just go day to day or keep my head low. Like, no, you can stand out, you can shine, you can be a beacon to somebody.
I would say that if you want to see change and if you want policies either modified or extended, you have to be part of the solution. There is always room for things to get better, but if you are not putting yourself out there and initiating some of your ideas and some of these changes, then things stay status quo or they stay stagnant.
Ask questions. I think the best advice I could give is, if you have questions, talk to that person that you think you can get the answers from. Right now we're exploring and learning a lot about this, and those of us on the council are very eager to express the things that we've learned and point out things that we could do better. So I would just say, start the conversations. Oftentimes conversations bring out education, and everybody leaves the table being a little bit more educated, and it's just a better atmosphere.